Hey guys, Jim Duffy here, and thanks for coming out early this morning and hiking with us. I've got a very special guest today. But yeah, we're on the Sawmill Branch Trail. Get a picture of that. It's not much for hiking, it's very flat, but it is great for families, lots of bikers, lots of people with families with dogs walking their dogs. It's just a great trail. I think, if I remember correctly, it was railroad tracks that were paved over, and the city of Somerville paved it and made it walking trails, hiking trails, biking trails, dog walking trails. We're going to be hiking with someone very special today. It's Jon Batten. Jon, good morning. How are you?
Jim.
Morning, Jon. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Good morning.
Bright and early. But Jon Batten is head of ReMax Inspire. You're one of those who sell a whole bunch of homes, but kind of silently, in the sense of you don't make a big splash. You just keep on selling. You just keep on listing homes, selling homes, helping buyers, doing a whole bunch of volume, but kind of one of those that fly a little bit below the radar, I think.
Yeah, it's a fun job. I've really enjoyed doing it. I used to work for a lot of companies as a purchasing agent, and this is the best job I've ever had.
How long have you been doing this? You've been doing this a while. I've known you for quite some time.
It's about 6.5 years now.
Okay, yeah. So 6.5 years. You did something right to jump into it and start selling a whole bunch real quick.
Yeah, I get a lot of referrals for veterans.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I was in the Army.
You were in the
for
Army,
5 years. So I think that helps me to relate a little bit about how active duty military come into the area and their concerns, what they're looking for.
That makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Germany.
Okay.
With the 3rd Infantry Division on the border with East Germany, back when there was a thing.
When there was in East Germany, exactly. And then the wall came down. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Tear down that wall.
Exactly.
I left Germany a month before that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
So before the wall came down or before the speech?
Before the wall came down.
Okay. So you were there for the speech. Oh, we got we missed the biker in the film, but there went a biker. Was there a lot of excitement of the wall about to come down? I remember when it came down. I watched it on television.
We spent a couple of tours on the border in a place called Coburg, and we would go up there for a month at a time and patrol the border. They called it doing a border trace.
Right.
And what you were looking for was unusual activity or to assist if somebody tried to come across the border. But you would look at the East Germans and their uniforms and their vehicles, and they were antiquated material.
Yeah.
And it would take 15 minutes for them to start their Jeeps.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think we're going to have much of a problem from those guys.
Probably not. So, you were there. How'd you make it to Charleston? You're not a native of Charleston.
No. I went to college at the Citadel.
That's right. You went to Citadel. And you just got together with your buddies up in Asheville, right?
Yeah, sure did.
All the Citadel grads?
We had a little reunion of the Class 85 and went down and did the Ale Trail in Asheville.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun. So wait, Class of 85, so you were in the Army after the Citadel?
Right.
Before?
I went straight to Fort Benning.
Yeah.
And then went over with a Bradley unit in a place called Kitzingen.
Okay, yeah.
We got a chance we lived on the economy and went to a lot of wine fests, a lot
Nice.
of beer fests, went skiing a lot.
Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest?
So.
Oktoberfest is a blast.
Yeah, so I hear.
What's interesting in Germany is that the old people sit next to the young people, sit next to somebody from out of the country, and they all spend the evening drinking beer and talking, chatting, and telling jokes.
And every beer in Germany has its own stein, has its own glass that's unique to that beer. You don't mix, as I understand it. So
when you toast, you hit the stein on the table to acknowledge the guy that's already fallen out under the table.
Did you ever have beer for breakfast in Germany?
No.
Really?
No, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. Wait a minute. We will plausible deniability. I did actually, because it was a German thing to do. And as an American, I felt so strange having a beer for breakfast. But yet I did, and it was fine. It was actually good, and that's what they do sometimes.
How long have you been in the mortgage business?
18 years.
18 years.
Yeah, long time. I made it through the downturn of 07, 08.
Wow.
By the skin of my
That's saying
teeth.
something.
Yeah, well, it was stressful, to say the least. It was something I don't want to relive. I think we are coming into, and I'd love your take on this, I think we are coming into another correction. Not a downturn like 07, 08. That was led by housing, but certainly a correction, and I think we're starting to feel it right now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Somerville, Monk's Corner, Goose Creek have been growing like wildfire, and it's the house prices have gone up exponentially.
Oh yeah,
and then
which is
interest
nice.
rates on top of that.
But, yeah, they're going up.
And then
Starting to.
The price of materials has gone up, so it's now doesn't give the builders flexibility to go back and lower their prices.
Oh no, I have a builder who tried to build in Goose Creek. He's, custom home builder, but tried to build infill lots, just in a neighborhood, some lots
We
were
need
left
to go
over.
up to the right here.
Oh,
There she is.
There we go. And I couldn't compete with the bigger tract builders because of the pricing. Morning. How are you?
Yeah, that's competing with the big tract builders is hard.
Yeah.
But it's a community where the regulations make it so because of flooding that you have to build in big tracts.
Right. Exactly.
And so the little guy gets pushed out.
It is. It's a little guy, and I think they took a bath on that attempt, and they're back to building custom homes, doing what they do, and making it go of it back in Mount Pleasant. But it was tough. But I'm impressed by ReMax Inspire, what you've built. So you had built ReMax together with Sam, of course, and now you're kind of rebuilding with Laura. And I love what you're doing because you don't have a lot of agents. But if you looked at the pure numbers of sales per agent, it looks like you have a big agency because you're selling a bunch.
Yeah, Laura Reed from Columbia and I got in a partnership back in January of this year. And she is phenomenal.
Yeah, she's a dynamo.
She has recruited a number of agents in a very short period of time and brought a lot of spirit to the company. She's redecorated the office.
Yeah, it looks great.
And
it really does.
yeah, it's a lot more stylish than I think I could have pulled off.
It takes a certain touch. Yeah, I'd be like, hang a picture somewhere. I don't know.
I bought this one from Kmart. Yeah,
Exactly.
Let's put it in there.
No, she's doing great. But I think the impressive thing to me is you've got Ashley, you've got Kylie, you've got I'm drawing a blank on a couple of them.
We've got Rick,
Yeah, Rick's doing
Christina,
well. Christina's
got
killing it.
Katie that's just started with us, and
Yep.
she's got all sorts of stuff working,
Yeah.
and they're enthusiastic and wanting to try new things and dive into it. So it's a fun place to work.
But it's also fun because when everyone's doing volume, it's like the one who isn't is the odd man out. It's not, there's all sorts of models and all of them work and all of them have a place for everyone. But the model where a small amount of people are all doing great volume, it builds off each other. The enthusiasm, the momentum, and it's a testament to you to leading everything and helping everyone increase the volume.
It's and ReMax as a brand helps us too. Everybody recognizes the balloon when they roll into town and they need help.
Yeah.
They see the balloon and they can identify it.
And you're going to be at the Bloom Festival, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's in November?
No, it's actually a week from Friday.
Oh, October. Okay. I haven't bought tickets yet, but I keep seeing it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that will. Can I go in the balloon?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, yeah.
Come on, you go with me.
Okay.
Don't throw me out.
Likewise, you know, I remember we climbed in the balloon at the, you know, the basket at the opening ceremonies, at the opening, the ribbon cutting for the new office. And yeah, you got to be careful climbing into that thing. I banged my head on the whole apparatus. I was like, ow.
You know that basket? The fellow told me he's the balloon pilot for ReMax.
Right.
I think he told me that basket costs new $25,000.
Really? For a basket?
Really, for a basket. A
See,
woven basket.
I know some Sweetwater basket weavers that could probably do that for about half cost.
I think so. He said it had to fit into FAA standards. I don't know how the FAA comes up with FAA standards for baskets, but
yeah, exactly.
it costs some money.
Huh. Well, you don't want to fall out. You don't want you don't want the bottom to break out in the middle.
No, that would kind
And
of.
you're just kind of like. You hear the story about the farmer who, the hot air balloonist was above a farmer and he was lost and he was yelling down. He was like, "Hey!" And the farmer was looking around. What? And he says again, the balloonist, "Hey!" Farmer's looking around. And the balloonist says, "Hey, where am I?" Because he was lost.
Yeah.
And the farmer says, "You can't fool me. You're in that basket right up there." So am I remembering this correctly? You're kind of a collector of war memorabilia a little bit. That's what I thought.
I like reading about World War II and the Napoleonic Wars.
Yep.
And so I got a pretty good book collection. Those old-fashioned things that nobody buy anymore.
Oh, those books, yeah.
Yeah.
Kindles, right? I think they call them now.
Yeah, now they're Kindles.
Yeah, all electronic stuff.
They're a little bit more manual than the Kindle.
Oh, the things that catch fire and you start fires with?
So that's it.
Yeah. So you collect old World War II books or books about World War II?
Books about World War II.
Okay.
I've got one book that is a manual of arms book. So an instructional book for the Army and how to march troops. And it's from 1830.
Oh, cool.
And it's got a lot of notes in it. Somebody was meticulously going through trying to figure out how to do it.
So guys, thanks for coming along on this hike with us with John and I. Oh, and I stand corrected. The history buff corrected me. This was not paved over railroad tracks. This was actually the canal, which makes more sense actually when you look at it, where horses would draw large logs, cypress and other logs down to the river for shipment. So, and that's where you get the sinker cypress sometimes when they sink into the river. And now they're digging them up and making that awesome wood that's great to make furniture with. So, but hey, there you know, Jon Batten, and we had a great hike. Thanks for coming out so early with us this morning. I think you got plenty of exercise and saw plenty of other hikers and even bikers. So I give you double the exercise today just for hanging out with us. So go have a candy bar, sit back, relax, you deserve it, and enjoy your day. Oh, and by the way, if John can help you with real estate, selling, buying, reach out to him. And if I can help you with lending needs, your home loan, my team and I are ready. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go get ready for the day, and I hope you do the same.